Now, if you follow anything in the news, the stock market, the financial markets, if you have a 401k, if you have a retirement plan, there's something called the Magnificent Seven. And no, that's not my alter egos. But one of the stocks in the Magnificent Seven is a company called NVIDIA. Now, those of you that are younger than me, which is most everybody, you know NVIDIA because that's the power behind gaming. So if you're into gaming at all, NVIDIA is the company that created all the animation or the artificial intelligence or whatever they call it behind the world of gaming. Well, now NVIDIA is also now the power behind almost all of the artificial intelligence operations and programs. So you're going to be watching, you're going to be hearing about that. And if you haven't heard about artificial intelligence, are you living under a stone somewhere? Well, any business in America is talking artificial intelligence. Some people think you're going to lose jobs because of artificial intelligence. Some people think you're just going to gain productivity. I will tell you, I use AI every single day. And one of the foremost experts is the sales genius. That would be Joe Ingram. And he knows a lot about AI. Good morning, Mr. Joe.
Good morning, Ron Siegel and the Ron Siegel radio audience.
So we're going to talk a little. One of the things that's great with Joe, don't tell him I said this. I know we've got 7 listeners this morning, is, Joe comes in and we talk before the show. We talk a little after the show and on commercials. And I feel like I got a fire hose coming at me because Joe's got so much to share, knows so much about artificial intelligence. I don't know.
I don't have my own.
Yeah, but
I have to borrow it. Yes.
But there's a lot going on in this world, Joe. It's changing every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I did some trainings last year with real estate professionals on ChatGPT. And my guess is that everything I told them at the time was true and today is outdated.
Quite possibly. Yes. And so again, because if you told them last year, you were probably 3.5.
Right. Well, no, I was just at the beginning of 4.0.
Okay.
I was telling everybody to go with 4.0
turbo.
Okay. I didn't even know about 4.0 turbo.
Too. So we got to use that as well.
But, and I know it's like then you had to tell ChatGPT to write a program about prompts for Midjourney. If you wanted to get an image.
Correct.
You don't have to do that anymore.
No, they have DALL-E, which is their version of the Midjourney one and knows how to draw hands. But I will tell you that Midjourney's productivity and all that its AI has learned, the images are virtually superior to what ChatGPT will put out as far as detail and looking realistic. But for most of what we do every day, DALL-E is perfect.
Well, when I do my report every morning for my Market Minute every morning, I just ask it to give me a new image based on the day's commentary that I've given it.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And it looks decent. It's way better than I could draw. Good morning, Dave Silva. Glad to have you listening to us. I think that you'll appreciate this stuff from Joe, unless it's Dave's AI. But
that is quite possible. So, I join meetings I'm not in thanks to AI.
Okay, explain that to us.
So there's a website out there, and it's called joinnuda, NOOTA.
Okay.
.com. So joinnuda.com. When you go there, that is an AI assistant that you connect to your calendar, either a Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar, and it will go through and look for any Zoom meeting, any Teams meeting that you have as a virtual meeting. And so what it does is it sees it, and you can turn it off if you want to. Otherwise, it joins your meetings and says, hey, I'm here to take notes for Ron Siegel.
Nice.
And so it will join. It chats into the chat of the Zoom meeting or the team meeting, announcing itself so no one can say they don't know. But I've done this before with people where I've connected people and they added me to the meeting, which I have no intention of absolutely, going to it at all. So I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, 20 minutes after that meeting ended, I get the video of the meeting that I can watch. I also get a transcription and a summary of what happened, and then a list of action items based on the people that did attend. And then I get messages from people and going, someone named Ava, because that's my AI virtual assistant. That's what I named her. And so
You do know that there's a program out there called Ava that's a legitimate program, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
of course,
so
Joe knows.
The name is proven. Yes. So when I put that in there, it says Ava joined the meeting. Ava, and it says, hi, I'm Ava. I'm Joe's, AI assistant, be taking notes and recording. So then I get all of that and I get that summary, and then I see what actually happened in the meeting and who left with action items. And so
Wow.
it helps a lot when you do a ton of virtual meetings.
I've got like 4 of them today.
Yeah, absolutely. And so then if you did go to joinnuda.com, then you sign up for it. And I think it costs you maybe like $1 a day if you want all the functionality for a month, or you can join for 14 days for free, try it out and see if it works. But that's what I'm saying, is that to me, it just helps me so that I can actually pay attention in the meeting instead of trying to scribble down notes.
That's the whole thing right there, is that I'm sitting there writing notes all the time, and then I can't read my writing. And then I asked Josh what happened, and we're going nuts here. Even our radio shows, right? We could do that with the radio show.
Absolutely. And Nuda is a really great program. So let's say face-to-face meetings. You're sitting down face-to-face, open up Nuda on your laptop, right? And say, oh, yes, I am recording this, because of course we got to tell everybody. But when you do that, you will get a transcription of what you said. How many times did you go, man, what did you say last time we were talking?
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. But you could open it, record it, transcribe it, and have it for yourself and a summary sent out. You can take that summary and send it to the other people in the meeting to say, yes, this is in fact what you said, but here's a list of action items. And you can customize the summary data to give you certain things. So you can go in and build your own dashboard and own report that comes back to you.
Wow, I could actually be out having a martini, and actually the people think I'm working. Our conversation with the sales genius, that's Joe Ingram, Ingram Interactive, talking about productivity. And here's a biggie. Joe's going to tell us right now how to actually save money on all these different tools, on many of these tools that he's talking about. So what program helps us save money, Joe?
Okay, so have you ever bought one of those software packages that you're paying monthly for, and then you forget you never actually went back to go use it?
Yes.
Right? We get that endorphin hit that goes, I bought it. This is potential. And then we stop.
Right.
Right. So I don't like paying monthly for something I'm not using. Okay. So then I go to a website. It's called joinappsumo.com. And that's joinappsumo.com. So if you realize Photoshop, how expensive is Photoshop?
Very expensive.
It's very expensive, right? So if you look at that and go, I have to go to Adobe, I got to go buy Photoshop, got to do that. You can go to the joinappsumo.com. When you go there, you can type in Photoshop and you will find what we call a third-party provider, which is someone who has built something very similar to it, quite often exactly like it. But so developers from all over the world put their products on here for you to buy. And a lot of them are known products that you would say, oh, I've heard of this brand. But when you look at it, a lot of people, when you go to a website and you look at a software product, and if it says we have 25,000 active customers, right? A lot of them who would have come from Join AppSumo. Because so they sell you software in most situations, it's lifetime. And it's a lifetime purchase that's about 10% more than what they sell on their standard website for monthly.
Which that's even better than what I do.
What is it you do?
So what I do is when I go to sign up for a something new, I generally sign up using my cash card.
Okay.
And I leave a zero balance on my cash card almost all the time. So if I go to sign up for, let's just say I'm going to go sign up for at joinnuda.com.
Right.
I'd say, okay, I want the $15 version. I go and put $20 on my cash card.
Okay.
And sign up using my cash card. Well, next month, being that I've already forgot that I bought it, it comes up and it says, "Oh, there's no money for Join Nuda."
Right.
So
Hey,
now I say,
reminder.
right?
Yeah.
Do I want to keep it or do I want to let it go?
No,
Just a little
brilliant. Yeah.
thought, just a pro hack. Tell us more, Joe, because I don't want to know about what I know. I already know.
Right, exactly. So there's a virtual meeting program that's out on the Join AppSumo. It sounds kind of like Room or a car going very fast, right? And so they charge a lot every year. About
Yeah.
$150 or so, and now they added an AI piece to it that you can bump for more money. If you want more people on it, then you're going to pay more. Well, I recommend there's one on there that's called Sessions. So
Session.
Sessions. So if you go into the toolbar, even if you typed in that little vroom vroom word for your message.
Sounds like?
Yes, exactly. So if you go there, you can buy what you need. So you can get an unlimited one for $400 one time. You can have several hundred people in your meetings at one time. Here's the best part. Sessions does not have that clause where if you look into the back end of it, says we own the rights of every meeting you do. We own your voice and we own your likeness to do with what we want.
Wow.
Okay, that got snuck in during the last, drama session the government.
So now can I connect
us.
my Nuda to my Sessions?
Yes.
Okay.
And Sessions has a piece in it that will help you with AI as well. Already in that process.
So we can get rid of the other one, and its quality is just as good.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So built off similar technology. So again, all of these apps and things that come out started out as open source.
Sure.
And people built them up, and then somebody goes, "Ha, this is mine. Let's monetize it."
Okay, so now we got Sessions is the name of that one.
Sessions is that one. Also that's on there too is one called Cast Magic, CASTMAGIC. It's a podcast helper. So what it does is it'll help you with your podcast. You can upload. It'll give you all descriptions. It'll give you hashtags, give you remarks. It will make tweets out of what was on your podcast so that you can just click and go, "Oh, that's a great tweet." And it's evaluated.
Does it do it live?
No, it does not. No,
Okay.
It's after the fact.
After the fact.
Now they're changing all the time. Since I got it 8 months ago, probably once a month I get, here's new features within Cast Magic. And when you buy it from Join AppSumo, you get all new updates as well.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to get all the new updates of the software that you have there. So that to me is something worthwhile on that.
Yeah,
part.
that's really cool. So now can you time those? Like, so if I ask Josh to go and listen to the replay of our show right now,
yeah,
and Cast Magic finds that there's these different tweets when the show is playing live on ABC at 6:00 this afternoon, can we time those to be posted at 6:05 or 6:07?
You would schedule the tweet within your own X platform.
Ah,
right?
okay.
Elon's toy, I call
Gotcha.
it. Yeah, that's what it's saved on my computer is Elon's toy. But when you look at it, you can schedule your own to
Okay.
go off at that time. So, or have Josh do it. But that's one of the things I see.
Josh knows that I don't know how to do any of this.
Right.
Stuff.
Yes.
I come up with a lot of great ideas.
Yep.
And call Josh. Okay.
Exactly.
Next
now,
one.
It's called Joe too. Yeah. So here's another thing. Have you ever wanted to duplicate yourself? Right.
I do, but a lot of people say no, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially my wife. She says one's more than enough.
Yes. Well, to me, what I want to do is I want to be able to put out videos that are me, but the words change every time.
Okay.
Okay. So I use
So that's like being married.
Yes.
I open my mouth and my wife's voice comes out.
It corrects you.
Exactly.
Yes. But I didn't say it yet. But no, if you look at it's Hey Jen, HEYGEN. So Hey Jen is a digital version of you, and it's getting smarter and smarter as it goes through. But you record a video that's 30 seconds to 2 minutes of yourself talking. Try to keep your hands down. Don't use all of the Italian arm waving while you're talking, and it will scan you and create an avatar of you that looks real. And then their software will move your mouth based off of the words you have said in there. So it says, give me a minute-long talk. I don't care what it is, but it's learning how your mouth moves and everything else. So then at the end of it, you can just type in what you want it to say, and it will move your mouth, and so it'll make.
So you
it
have to
like
be staring at a camera, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna make a video, so you're gonna put your webcam on, and you're gonna say what you want to do. I found if you back up, it's better than if you're up close, because then you'll see the mouth, sort of move a little off. But if you're back, about a foot away.
HeyGen.com.
HeyGen, yes.
Perfect. Continue our conversation. Joe Ingram's in the house. Sales genius, productivity wizard. Is it real or is it Joe? We're not going to even know anymore.
No.
So we got to HeyGen. What's next?
Okay, so let me give you overall concept. You have an idea for a podcast, and you think, I want to go put out a podcast. What do I do? Right? Well, you go to Spotify for podcasters, download the free app, and that will help to distribute your podcast that's out. But now you got to make one. Okay. So you have to have the title before you sign up. But what if you wanted to put out a podcast, but you don't think your wording is good enough?
Okay.
So I'm going to read off something to you that I use in ChatGPT. It's one thread in ChatGPT that is set up just for me. And this is what I did with ChatGPT. You're a world-renowned ghostwriter. Your books appeal to people from all areas of life, from business to relationships. Your specialty is writing in the author's voice. What do you need from me to learn my voice and be able to write in my voice? And then ChatGPT came back and gave me 10 questions. And so I answered those 10 questions, uploaded some of my previous writings, and now I have a ghostwriter tab that anything ChatGPT puts together, I can go copy and paste it into that thread and say, rewrite this as me.
Well, that's pretty cool. Then what do you do with it?
So then I take that, and I take those wordings, and I go to 11 Labs, and that's the number 11, labs.com.
The number 11.
No, I'm spell it out. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
11, ELEVEN, labs.com. So 11 Labs, if you go to 11 Labs, it'll allow you to add your voice, actually you talking. So it wants a 1.5-minute long video on whatever topic you want. It will learn your voice. It also has, this is $5 a month. Okay, so $60 a year to have your voice on demand, plus about 30 other voices that you can use at any point. So I have my voice saved there. And then what I do is I take the ghostwriting piece that I had, so it's written in my voice, take it, the text, paste it into 11 Labs, spit out an audio track. And on that audio track, it will now give me talking in the exact words that are there that was written by ChatGPT in my own voice. I now have a podcast episode to upload into Spotify.
Now I know how you've gotten 17,000 podcasts in the last week.
Absolutely. Yes. And what I love about it is that I can go put that out. Now, also, there's a program. This is the fire hose Ron was talking about. There's a program called InVideo, InVideo, and it's .ai. So InVideo is a full GPT that you add to ChatGPT. So you go in, you download it. I want to say $2 a month, right? Yes, it'll all add up quick, but when you start figuring out an hour of your time, we still haven't hit anything I've recommended to you if you added them all up for an hour for a monthly bill. So now you go into InVideo, you can take that same text that you put together, add it in the InVideo GPT, and it will make one of those faceless videos for YouTube.
What's a faceless video?
So it's not you standing there talking. It's your voice as the voiceover, and then it finds, based on what you said, the right stock images.
And this is an add-on for ChatGPT. Is that what it is?
Yes. So you go to invideo.ai, then you sign up, and then you connect your ChatGPT, and it will pull it in. It'll always stay at the top, like a personal GPT.
I'm glad Josh understands all this stuff.
Yeah. And so it makes you a video that you can now, if you wanted to, use this video that doesn't have you. But if you talk about, for me, car dealerships, it's going to show images of dealerships, people selling cars, things like that, based on what I say. If I'm giving a recipe right? For food, it'll show you the things that I'm saying, right?
Wow.
And so now you have a video that you can upload as a podcast as well, or as a YouTube video to go out and create.
Now, is this what they would call shorts or reels or lives or something like that?
So it depends how long you talk.
Ah.
If you're talking in a minute, then it'll be a short.
Okay.
Right. But if you're talking over like a 10-minute one, if you take a 10-minute long video and you want to make shorts out of it, just grabbing certain topic points, right, or reels or, LinkedIn video, you just take that and you go to Opus Clips, OPUSCLIPS.
Oh, so what's the difference between Opus Clips and Opus Pro?
Opus Pro is once you pay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and again, Opus Clips, you can't do anything on the free version. So other than play with it. So when you go to Opus Clips, they have Opus Clips /Pro. On Pro, you take any long form video. Long form videos, typically anything 10 minutes or longer. But if shorts and reels want you to be a minute, anything over a minute is technically long form. So you take that long form video and all you do is upload it directly, or grab a YouTube link, grab a Zoom link if you have the recording on the cloud. Then you take those.
What about our Sessions link?
Sessions, you'll be able to download the video to your computer and put it on.
Put it on there that way. Okay.
Yeah. And so it will go through, and AI will watch your video in 20 minutes, right? It'll go through in 20 minutes. It will upload it, watch it, go through and use its criteria to say, on a scale of 0 to 100, what are the odds people will watch this, interact, and like it? And it scores it at 100 and goes down. So when you get done and you tell it, do you want 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or let it do auto? And you can also say, search for this word. For me, sales is the jam. So I would put sales.
Interesting.
And then it goes through and creates 20 plus reels that you can take those reels. And from Opus, you can connect your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your TikTok, either your stream or your inbox, right? And you can do Instagram for reels. And all you do is copy the transcription, bink, 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 hit the button, and off it goes, and everybody has all your information. The video is uploaded directly to your platforms. And how much time did that save you with a video editor and waiting for stuff to come through? Is it perfect? No. But you
have
can
to read it and listen to it before you just share it.
But again, you just made shorts. So you got to watch a 1 minute long video to go, yep, that's right. And it'll put the words, the transcription, it'll put the words on there in whatever colors and formats you want. You can build a branding template in there, and then it'll put it all in that same template every time.
Wow. That's opus.pro or opus.clips.
Opus Clips. If you just search Opus Clips, it'll pull up on there.
Holy cow. Okay. It looks like we have time for one quick one.
Okay. So one quick one, you got to be careful. Now, again, if you don't want to pay for ChatGPT, I get it, right? There's other things out there, right? There's Bard. Bard just now became Gemini, and that's Google's version. And they've added a bunch of stuff on it. But remember, every AI has a slant on it from whoever created it.
Gemini just got some pretty bad publicity last week. I saw while I was in Vegas.
Oh yeah, they got ones where, again, depending on your political preference, is whether or not you can get it to tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like. So
that's Gemini.
That's Gemini. Yeah, and that's still free to you there. Another thing that will help you, if you have photos or short clip videos that you want to put out that you want to be better than just a talking head video, I recommend CapCut. CapCut. Here's another thing. When you're in ChatGPT, there is a plugin for CapCut, so you can have ChatGPT open up your CapCut, create a video for you, and then you can go into it and say, here, this is what I want.
Okay, so if you're totally confused right now and you want to really understand this, March 16th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., either on Zoom or in person, go to GP. Well, you have to do this in person. You have to do this on your computer. Then
Right.
the event is on Zoom or in person. gptmadeeasy.com.
That's an easy URL to remember.
That's right. gptmadeeasy.com. No spaces in there. And no AI, no chat GPT, just gptmadeeasy.com. March 16th, 10 to 2 p.m. Joe's going to be teaching a class. You want to make sure you bring a change of clothing because you will be drinking from a fire hose. And if you use the promo code RSR, you'll get 50% off. I don't know what's the cost of it.
So in person is at $60 and online is $27.
And RSR gets you 50% off.
Yep.
So I'm going to highly recommend that one. gptmadeeasy.com. And as always, we ask Seth that thanks a lot for bringing all this stuff to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I can help entrepreneurs and people actually get stuff done, right? That's the only thing that holds us back is all these ideas that never get executed.
Implementation.
Yes.
Implementation.